by Unger. It's good to be back. This is an instructional video on minor modes and using the minor pentatonic scale. This one's going to be a little different than the explained series that I have been doing. The explained series is more on basic theory, and we'll build from there. This one's kind of jumping ahead a little bit, using some improvising and stuff. If you haven't, please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps things quite a bit. And without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so first we need to understand what the modes are. Basically, they're different steps of the major scale starting on different notes. And we can get into that. Hopefully you've got some experience with that. But if not, I'll just kind of give you a basic rundown. If we use A major scale, we'll be talking about A quite a bit today. That's the A major scale. And if we do that, starting on A, and then we play up to A, basically that is the major scale or the Ionian mode. Now if I play the same scale, but I start on B, which is the second note of A major, and I play an A major scale again, that is the B Dorian mode. All right, and so all the modes, if we kind of go along with this, it's Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. And then we're back to Ionian again. So without getting too far into that, I'll do a future video on that as well, on all the specific modes, but we're going to kind of jump into this here. The ones we'll be talking about today will be the Aeolian mode, the Dorian mode, and the Phrygian mode. And the minor pentatonic scale is inside of each one of these scales, or these modes. The pentatonic scale is only 5 notes. And the modes are diatonic scales, and they have 7 notes. And this is 5 notes per octave pentatonic scales, or 7 notes per octave diatonic scales, like the modes that we'll be talking about today. Most of us know the pentatonic scale, and we use it quite a bit. So in A, it looks like this. All right, so that's kind of our minor pentatonic scale. Now, the modes add a couple of notes in there. You could look at it like that. So what the pentatonic scale is the minor scale minus the second note and the 6th note of the scale. So if I play the minor scale, which is also known as the Aeolian mode, it would be this. And that's the first octave of it right there. Now if we take out the second note and the 6th note, well, we just end up with the pentatonic scale. And if we do that on into the second octave, it's the same thing. You're just taking out the 2nd and the 6th. Now this is the key to this entire video, is understanding that the minor pentatonic scale doesn't have a 2nd or a 6th in any of the octaves, but we're going to put them in and imply the Aeolian mode, the Dorian mode, and the Phrygian mode. So we have to understand that each one of these modes have a very specific set of 2s and 6s within the scale, and I'm going to put up diagrams to show you that. So we're going to start with the Aeolian mode because it's the natural minor scale. It's what most of us know as the minor scale. So I just played that and explained that. So I'll play this scale for you all the way through. All right, so that is the scale, but you'll notice in the chart that the minor pentatonic notes are in blue and the additional 2s and 6s are in red. Now you'll notice that this has a regular 2 or a major 2nd, and then it also has a flat 6, a minor 6, if you will. And if you don't understand what those intervals are, I've got an interval video. Check that out. and that'll help kind of explain a little bit of that too as well. But we just want to know that the Aeolian mode has a regular 2 and a flat 6. Okay, so what we'll do, I've got 3 backing tracks that I've recorded, and I've put them up, and I'll put the links in the description box, so you can go to these jam tracks that I'll be playing to today, and you can practice doing this. Now, this first one's just a 2-chord vamp, and it's going to be in A minor, and it's going to have a D minor 7. Now, the important thing to realize is that your A minor 7 chord, or this, if you're kind of jazzy, this, all these notes are inside of this pentatonic scale. Now, things get kind of funky when we realize we go to a D minor 7 or a D minor. You'll notice this, the minor third of this chord, this is going to be that minor 6. And that's not in the minor pentatonic scale. But when you play that note, when the D minor chord happens, it really brings that to life. And when you're really aware of what you're playing over, and when those chord changes happen, if you can really emphasize that, it sounds really, really nice. So this is a great way to do that. So without further ado, I'll give you the jam track with me playing over it. And you'll see that I start off with the minor pentatonic in the beginning of it, and then I'll slowly add the 2s and the 6s, so in those different spots, and refer back to the chart that I just gave you on the Aeolian scale, okay, or the natural minor scale. Okay, great. All right, so the next thing here is we're going to talk about the Dorian mode. The Dorian mode also has the minor pentatonic scale in it, and it's got a regular major 2, but this time it has a major 6 in it. So this looks like this scale here. And you'll notice the 2s are there, or the 9s. You can look at it that way, 2s or 9s. But it also has a major 6. So this is different than in the Aeolian mode. We had this minor 6. In the Dorian mode, we have, right? And then there's our 9. We're back to our minor pentatonic notes. And then here is our major 6, where the Aeolian mode had the minor 6. And then the 9 again. All right. So this is really nice. A lot of great players use this. I mean, this is probably one of the more used modes. You know, Santana, obviously David Gilmour, just tons of players use this, and it's just really nice. Now, the chord vamp that goes along with this one is going to be an A minor 7 and a D dominant 9. All right, now the thing that's really interesting here, again, we know that the A minor 7 notes of the chord are in the A minor pentatonic scale. But when it gets to this D dominant 9, all the notes are in there except for the major 3rd of the D dominant 9. So this note right here. So if we notice, well, let's play that so you can hear it. So our A minor 7 chord and then our D dominant 9, right there. So if we play, we notice that note is there. So if we go to emphasize that as we play over the chord changes, and when it goes to the D dominant 9, if we play this note, or that note right there, that helps that Dorian sound kind of pop out against the chord, and it sounds really nice. And the 9 always sounds pretty good just about over either one of the chords. So So let's look at that for a minute. So we know that the Dorian has the 2, major 2, and a major 6. So let's check out the jam track to that. Okay, so that was the Dorian mode. We're going to talk about the Phrygian mode next. The Phrygian mode, again, has that minor pentatonic scale in it. But this time, this one has a flat 2, or a minor 2nd, and a flat 6, a minor 6. And both of these are very dark sounding intervals. So this is the Phrygian mode. All right, so this is a really interesting one. A lot of metal guys use it. I grew up playing metal, so a lot of this was ingrained in my playing way back when. But this one is more riff oriented in the jam track for this. Not so much just following specific chords. But I do start off mostly trying to play minor pentatonic, and then I slowly start to add in the minor 9 or the minor 2, minor 2nd, and the minor 6 in there. So let's listen for that. So that's all 3 modes. So let's do a quick review. So we have 3 minor modes in our mode set, if you will. We know that we have Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeolian. We know that the minor pentatonic scale fits in all of these. So if you want to start with that and then kind of test the waters with the 2s and 6s and see if that fits with whatever jam you're doing. So Dorian has a major 2nd and a major 6. Aeolian has a major 2nd and a minor 6th. And then Phrygian has a minor 2nd and a minor 6. So it's a pretty exotic one. So it kind of gets a little more exotic as it goes along. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe again. And make comments down below. Let me know what you think of the videos. If there's something I could explain better or make these things better, please let me know. The other thing is that I've got the play along tracks that I used for this video. I wrote them, and I'll have links to those on YouTube for you. If you want to check those out and practice some of these ideas over that'd be great. And I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.